everyone, today I'll be talking about how to fix your Excel nightmares. Especially I'm going to be addressing parent organizations and schools who use a lot of Excel for all of their day-to-day activities, whether it is managing a fundraiser, compiling a directory for their school, or even collecting their membership dues and keeping track of all of their membership dues. So what are the common problems that you have with Excel? And today we'll learn to excel without Excel. So this typically is anyone who wants to deal with all of the Excel problems. This is typically the reaction you get from them. And the reason is there are no user-friendly interfaces to capture information, especially when it comes to entering a lot of data and managing data. Excel is not really known for user-friendliness. It's not a typical data entry tool, and it does not validate, which means it does not really correct. If you put in, let's say, a date instead of a phone number in a phone number field, it just shows some gibberish, but it doesn't really alert you that there was some bad data in its place. So there's no validation on data entry. So it's very hard to also format unless you know all the formatting options. You have to do it one by one. But even if you set it to a certain format, it's not really, it doesn't prevent you from entering bad data. That's the problem. And sharing is almost impossible because the only way you can do that is maybe exchange your Excel by email. And now you, in a PTA, in a parent organization, you share a lot of information with all of your board members, with the volunteers who are collecting this information. And when many people are updating a file, it becomes almost impossible to do that. You have many versions of the files floating around by email. You're exchanging each other's email addresses and sending it to the group. So there's a lot of versions stored in a disorganized way. Maybe you could get a Dropbox folder where you could put it up, but once again we need to check the Dropbox folders. And reporting and dashboards are almost impossible. It's only for those who are the experts in macros. So let's say you have a fundraiser. You want to see which item did well, which was the shirt and spiritware that really sold better than the rest. What was that item? What was that fundraiser? In the string of fundraisers that you had for your school, which of these fundraisers did well for you? And to do all of this kind of reporting, it's kind of difficult. It's very cumbersome. You need to be an expert in, macros, and even then doing the reporting is no joke. And creating charts and all of that is even more difficult. So the other problem is that there's no notification. So let's say somebody updated a cell, right? And they put it up there's no way for you to know that there's something changed. Basically there's no notification. This is just a standalone tool. There's nothing active about it. It's not live, it's not like a web server or a website that would give you live reports or alerts, or an app that could give you alerts. So notifications is non-existent, and you need this when people are making changes. So what is the solution for all of this, right? Is to build web-based interfaces. Excel is great for local manipulation locally in your machine. You can do some things on it and to examine some data maybe, but web-based interfaces are now available to PTAs, and I'm going to show you one such interface. MobileArc for PTAs is unique in that it solves all of these issues for you. Number one, we take the Excel data dump from the school districts. This huge Excels that are provided. I want to show you that. So let's say I go to my Excel spreadsheet. You can see we get a large data dump of over 19,000 records, let's say, and we will handle it for you. And this particular I was trying to show you how you can add data with forms in Excel, but still, that doesn't solve all of your issues. So when you do data entry, one of the ways to do it is to do through forms. So you can open up a form and enter the data, and that makes it much more easier to manipulate. So MobileArc provides you an interface that lets you get, for example, incoming parents can come in and join the directory, and you can get all of this information, and as they enter their information, this web-based interface validates it. Let's say they put in a phone number in the wrong format, it immediately alerts them that they've not done it correctly. So when you get into Excel and do data entry and you enter different phone numbers, you've been provided this by different people, and the formats change, then it becomes almost like a laborious process to change all of them to the same format. Whereas here, you can make your web form accept anything only in a certain format and convert it easily. And also, we provide an entire interface to manage your directory, your fundraising, and so we do all of that in one dashboard, so you don't need to deal with Excel anymore. So your e-commerce, for example, you can set up a store, you can see what store performed well, you can see the spiritware raise more money, or you can still export it to Excel to look at it locally. But the advantage of using a web-based software is like ours is that you can get all of these reports easily without sweating it, really. It's so easy. Orders by product, orders by store, you can see what performed well. You also have a complete listing of all the order summaries without having to fight with your Excel to find out who paid when, what. And you can even search here. So let's say you say, I want to see who paid, if this person paid, and then it will start looking, if there is any matches. So by email, by totals, you can sort and sift through your data easily. And not only that, this interface allows you to send out a group email, send a reminder if someone hasn't signed up for a fundraiser. You can send a group email to them. You can have templates built in for that. You can manage your entire directory. Here you can upload. MobileArc will take care of all of your data. We'll upload it for you. You don't have to fight any Excels. And once it's uploaded, use an easy interface to edit or delete a family, or change an email. Do it permission based. If you want to set the permissions for someone to see only their only their email and not their phone number, you can do that here. So there's a lot of built-in nifty functions here for you to use, avoiding Excel altogether. So I hope you enjoyed our presentation today on fixing Excel issues, and please do add some comments, tell us what you think about other issues you face with Excel, and how you're managing or avoiding them or working around them. And hope to see you soon again. And for now, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.